Hey, my wonderful Aries placements. Christina here, Ginger Mama, coming at you with your extended month of January Tarotscope. I apologize, December was not posted and this one's up a little bit late. I've restructured how I'm doing these for my YouTube channel. So going forward, I am just going to do each zodiac sign. We all hold masculine and feminine energy. So, you can tap in with just your sign, and then also consider your moon, your rising, possibly your Venus, or if you have like a stellium in a certain sign, that might be significant for you as well. And if you have somebody else in your life you care about and you want to watch their sign and kind of see where their energy is, that's a great idea too. All right, as I was channeling for you, Aries, and I love you guys, okay? I'm an Aries sun, I get it. But all that just kept coming in was like a wildfire and almost like a cat or like an animal, like shadow within this wildfire. And so I don't know if that's just like this inner like spirit animal within you that you're being called to tap in with or like identify. Also this energy though of like, it's almost like you're just burning it all down. You like lit the match and you're like, poof, goodbye. And like, I don't think it's like a bad way. I don't feel like you mean this in a bad way. I feel like you're trying to contain it, but like you did something in some way, good or bad, right or wrong. You thought it was the right thing to do, and it's like poof, like it's all up in flames. And so now it's burning. And the question is, what are you gonna do? What are you going to do? This could be your career. This could be love. Let's ask the tarot some more questions here. But it does feel like this like feeling of, I've had a lot of this coming in tonight, like my stomach turning, like where it's just like, did I make the right choice? Did I do the right thing? And you're kind of like, well, it's on fire. So, okay. And maybe this is a good fire. Maybe this is like, I know I need to let certain things go, and that's good. But really, tap in right now. Yeah, we have the moon here upright, which I love. You're really following your intuition right now. And I feel like you are completely done with people who are in player energy. Or if you yourself were at one point, you're done with it. You're like, I'm not playing games with third parties. I'm not going to be second best. I know what I want, and you are leaving connections that do not serve you. And again, as my cat hops up to my lap here, it's like that feeling of like this animalistic instinct almost, where I feel like it's like if someone's in your energy like that, you're just like, no, no, done. And I do feel like it's causing some type of massive emotional drain on you or self-doubt where you're like, I don't know if my wishes are going to be fulfilled. You might really be struggling that with that this month, feeling like you're wishing you had more emotional connection with people. Like you might feel a little isolated in that. It's almost like you're burning this fire like around you to like keep people out. And you might be struggling to like open up emotionally. But it does feel like right now this is part of your awakening and it is the right path for you. The Ace of Wands upright is about a passionate new beginning. You might really be identifying what that is for you, okay? Let's talk about some of the astrology here, because one of the things I definitely want to talk about when we see this Ace of Wands as well is we've had Mars in retrograde since the end of October 30th, okay? So whatever has come up for you in this time, whether this is dating or relationships, a past person, whether this is work, passion and desire can, of course, be sexual energy, but it can also be that passion we hold towards our work, towards our career, towards ourselves, right? Connections. And I feel like you've had a lot of awareness about this. You know exactly what you want. You're like, I don't want superficial third party. I know what I want. I know who I am, that I am Aries energy, right? And it's like you're dreaming big here. And I like that for you. But it's like it feels like it's just not ready yet. And so there might even be some residual frustration or anger there, right? Where you're like, why am I so stalled out? Like you might just be having trouble, whether it's work, whether it's the move, this and that. Part of this is that retrograde. What has come up surrounding your passions and desires that have been halted or stalled? Okay, this transit ends on the 12th in just a couple of days. So I think we're going to be seeing more clearly what we learned. But if you don't really take the lessons that you learned in that period and then apply them, you're going to really, really struggle the rest of this month and going into the new year. Okay. So we want to really ask ourselves, what were we taught? What were we learning? The Queen of Pentacles here, someone nurturing their coin, nurturing their career, nurturing others. Like, I feel like you're really intentionally doing this. You might be aligning your work with your nurturing energy. And it's that feeling of like fire is our spirit, and it's like your spirit might really be on fire here, where you're like, I'm tapped in, I want to share these gifts, I know what I want to do, I know who I want to be. But be mindful of like how you're channeling that energy, right? Because I know you're trying to be authentic, and that's great, but like really tapping in. I mean, I feel like that passion though is good. It does. It just feels like someone who's not fucking around. And I get it. I hold respect. I do. But it's fascinating. And it's interesting because we also have Venus in Aquarius. Okay, that happened on the 2nd. It's transiting through the 26th. And it's fascinating, this Aries read of you knowing so clearly you do not want third-party stuff. Venus in Aquarius is about identifying what you want relationships to look like, right? Like Aquarius energy loves to learn the collective, and we love that. But it's again asking, how do I find that passion and connection through multiple people in my life, right? Like, who's family, who's the person that's here for me in a certain way with friendships or with work, who's a lover. And I feel like you're really identifying those bridges you want to keep and those you want to burn down, and you're doing it, and so keep that up. And it feels like I want to say it feels like full steam ahead, but it also feels like you might run a risk, that 9 of Cups reversed, of really being emotionally drained. Like, you're doing this so quickly. That cardinal energy of Aries, which, by the way, we just had the full moon in the sign of Cancer, which, by the way, in the season of Capricorn, Cancer, and Aries, as well as Libra, are all cardinal energies. And so you might be making choices very quickly because you're impatient. And understand that it's not always wrong to make quick decisions when we know things haven't served us. We feel like we have been patient, and so we're being pushed. And so maybe you are really being pushed to really discern, am I okay with this? Is this how I want my life to be? Are these the people I want in this way? And yeah, the Fool here. And it's interesting, that Aquarius energy, as I said that with Venus and Aquarius, it's like you're just like at this place where you're like, I'm going to take a risk. I'm feeling light. I'm feeling good. I'm going to be me. And I love that for you. You have a new beginning here, but there is this feeling of you're really trying hard to forgive and forget the past. Page of Swords reversed. Many of you definitely making the choice not to be online, not to look at past friends, family, or lovers that you know do not serve you. Keep that energy up, okay? Like, I feel like if you've made the choice and you're feeling better, if you're feeling better after letting go of these people, places, or things, then yeah, let the fire burn. You know, from wildfires also creates rich soil where we cultivate and things regrow, you know? I mean, it's like fire's not always bad, you know? It's just this feeling of like, you're just allowing it to flow where you know it needs to go. I don't feel like you're forcing it. It's almost like that dragon energy, where it's like, are we trying to control the dragon and tell it what to do? Or are we like, no, I'm breathing fire in this direction because I know that's not meant for me. And then I'm turning over here and I'm doing it there. And that might be this feeling where people around you are like, God, they're just lighting it all on fire. And you're like, no, I'm not going to be attacked. I know I am this dragon energy. I know I am this channel, right? And I actually really like this energy for you, Aries, but it does feel exhausting. Let's be real. Okay, it does, yeah. Again, that impatient energy of, you know it's a burden, but you know you're out of patience with certain people, places, and things. And if you know, the Hermit here, if you've been ghosted, if you've been blocked, if you know you've given space when you needed to, and you've been in meditation, you've been in healing, you're following spirit, you're in this flow state, then I would say go ahead, breathe the fire. And I'm not saying go get angry and like lose your cool on people, okay? But I'm saying speak the truth, set the boundaries, be done. If you're trying to call things out, you're trying to get clarity, it's not working, let it go. And what is working, definitely keep focused on that, okay? That full moon in Cancer, you definitely should have been releasing. So if you haven't done that yet, now's your time. Breathe the fire on those areas of your life and really let it go. Really forgive yourself. Really work to restructure and reframe the way you viewed whatever it is, family, friend, lover, job, and really release that, okay? Excuse me. We also have, as I cough, the end of Mercury retrograde. Hooray! I'm so excited these retrograde periods are ending. I'm just jazzed. So Mercury retrograde, again, it's not all bad. 10:01 on my timer as I say that. What did you learn the last few weeks, end of December, early January, from this communication or lack thereof? The way you do work or in relationships, right? What was it trying to tell you? Where did things get fuzzy? Where do you feel like you did a good job? Where do you feel like you could have done better, right? And that's what we always want to reflect on. Like, okay, was I too short there? Wait a second. Did I stay on the phone too long? Wait a second. Did I not set the boundary? Like, am I happy with my behavior here? What can I learn and do better going forward? We're never going to be perfect, guys. That's not the plan here. The goal is not to be perfect, but the goal is to go inward and say, where am I losing my cool? If someone's making me feel angry and uncomfortable, that's my cue to pull away and to ask myself why I'm uncomfortable and to not shift the blame onto someone else and engage in more, drama. Like if something's not meant for us, we let it go. I know that can be hard. So on the 20th, we enter Aquarius season. And we still have that transit through the 26th of Venus in Aquarius. And so the 21st, we hit the new moon in Aquarius. The 21st, okay, typically new moon energy, if you did the release work, new moon energy feels good. It feels kind of like a breath of fresh air. It can be very romantic, sensual, inviting. And with that Venus in Aquarius energy, I like this for you because I feel like you're exploring all these ways of like, yeah, the Two of Pentacles here. You're like, how do I really want to experience love within connection to the divine and grounded on this earth plane? Like, I feel like you're doing this really internally. Like, what do I really want to do? Or what would a partnership embody that really was tapped in both ways? And like, you're clear, I feel like with that player energy reverse, that like, you're not seeking like a super like open dynamic or anything. You're clear that like, that's not really where you want to be and or people you want to entertain. And so you're focused now on this idea of, am I at the right frequency to call in what I'm embodying, right? Like maybe feeling more in that energy of like, okay, I say I want this or that with a partner, but like, am I really willing to go there? Am I really willing to be emotionally vulnerable and available and really like call that in and speak my truth? Am I willing to be patient if it takes longer to attain that because it's such a big, dream? Yeah, the Emperor reversed. It's like, and this is an Aries card as well, by the way. It's like, let go of that need to control. I feel like many of you have been in that masculine energy, or you've been so hurt that you're in that fire breather energy, possibly controlling energy. And the universe is like, let go of that control a little bit. Yes, we're going to push away what's not serving us, but we're not going to burn down every single thing around us, or we're really going to struggle, okay? Open up emotionally with yourself, with spirit, with those you can trust. Look at this. Queen of Wands upright with the Knight of Cups. Again, Aries energy. Aries, Leo, Sag. It's okay to be emotionally open again. It's okay to put your heart on your sleeve a little bit, right? We love that. We want that. I just feel like you got burned when you did that in the past. And so you have this block now of like, do I really want to do that again? Like, oh no, what's going to happen if I do that again? And don't be afraid of that, okay? You got this. But what else here? See, I feel like that's your biggest fear right now. Look at this. I cannot make this up. Your biggest fear is you are going to go in and like give an emotional offer to someone and be honest and be like, I really feel you. I like have a connection with you. I care about you. And what are they going to do? They're going to just do nothing. They're going to be like, what? No, I don't love you. I don't care about you. And likely that is what happened in the past, which is why you're in this energy of trying to control. Just stop. That past situation is gone. You learned a lesson. If it's not gone, you need to fire breathe that and let it go, okay? And then you need to stop manifesting that this is how it's always going to go. Everybody's going to shut me down. Nobody's going to choose me. No one's going to love me the way I love them. Stop with that self-deprecating energy. No, we're not here for that, okay? We're going to fire breathe away that type of thinking, okay? Think about the dragon this month. I feel like this is important for you. Like whether it's negative thoughts or patterns, fears, anxieties, like push that away. But yeah, Queen of Pentacles upright. It's okay. Like I'm telling you right now, it is okay to nurture yourself, connections that are really serving you right now. Like tap in more to that feminine energy. I feel like some of you have really been riding in this masculine energy of control. And the universe is like, no, tap back in with this beautiful energy. This is why people love you. You're fiery, you're sexy, you're wearing your heart on your sleeve, you're honest. And just know that this time around, you're going to have a better radar of who you can trust and what is safe for you and what is not. Okay. I feel like that feeling of safety, of nurturing, and also tapping in with that this month, of like, look at these cards. Like, how do you want to nurture yourself, right? There might be certain health routines or just things like that. But what is going on here? You are doubting yourself in your feminine energy. I feel like you feel very comfortable in your masculine energy right now. But the Empress reversed. You don't even understand. You are the 10 of Pentacles. Your career, everything is literally right where it needs to be. 2 of Cups. You are manifesting love that you don't even understand how good it is. It's so good. And I feel like both of these, there's going to be breakthrough before the end of the month or around that like new moon energy. This could even be in dream state or something, but there's going to be some clarity here around finances and around love. But the Empress comes out reversed in the middle. This is someone who feels not very sexy, not very beautiful, not tapped in, cut off from their feminine energy, where they're feeling like, why am I struggling to pull this out of me again? I want to be in that energy, but it's so hard right now. You feel stalled out. It's because of the past. It's because of all that pain. You know, you were betrayed, you were hurt, you've had a ton of shit. I know. But you cannot allow that to continue to stall you out from tapping into that beautiful feminine and masculine energy. I feel like you're really being pushed back in to some more feminine energy at the end of the month. The Hierophant here, look at this, commitment. Commitment to love, commitment to your spiritual career, commitment to who you know you are at your core, right? And not allowing the judgments of others to dictate what we know to be real. You are in a beautiful flow state. You are a spiritual leader here doing some serious work that I know can be difficult, but keep going, okay? Any ideas you have around your career or love, be sure you're manifesting those clearly at the end of this month with that new moon energy, okay? Don't do it from just a logical masculine energy. You don't want to do the thing where you're just like, I hope they have a great job and they provide for me and like they're hot. You know, it's like, no. Are they committed? Are they tapped in spiritually? Do they communicate well? Right? Like, are they really fulfilled in their purpose and their passion in life? And am I? Right? If you're trying to call in someone that's in their healed masculine and feminine energy, the question is, are you? And so I love you, Aries. Like, this feels really good. It feels like a lot for you, but I feel like you're going to be feeling better by that new moon, especially if you really did like the fire breathing work with these other areas of your life earlier in the month. Finances and love are going to really start to become more clear for you as we build up closer to Aries season as well. So I love all of you. You can find me on Instagram or on TikTok as Ginger Mama or Ginger Mama LLC. And there are my links in bio there to book personal readings if you feel called. And so I love all